Hello there, welcome to Frost. In this one, we'll be doing another one. We're going to be starting off quickly that we have something that I must cover. And it is No King's Day will be tomorrow. The entire country of the United States, along with different other countries, will be joining in on this protest. And let me tell you, it's going to be millions and millions of people joining this entire thing if we get it coming in right for the right places, for the right spot, and for the right human beings. We will get this thing done out of the place, right? We're all sick and tired of Donald Trump. Now, where I'm protesting, I'll be goodness gracious this time. The very first and second one, which did occur, is basically a second, third, right? Basically, right? We had records broken, numerous things happened, yada yada. Now the ICE threat is still existent. I'm not going to dismiss that. ICE is still around in these parts. ICE has patrolled where I am around my area within at least 10 miles. 10 miles in estimation, and I'm being extremely polite about those statistics, right? We know whatever could be happening this March 28th of 2026. Now, as I am having been done this for at least 8 to 10 years, right? 8 to 10 years. It's not the very first time this has happened. It's not the very the scenario has been way different as of now, with all the things going on wrong with techno-fascism, and me finally being part of the one of the really head captains of the Quit GPT movement. Thank goodness I have now finally get myself up there. Now what I would want to see is me talking with Mark Ruffalo. If anybody knows who Mark Ruffalo is, big, huge actor, the guy who's behind the Hulk. If anybody knows the Avengers, the actor for Hulk. Yeah, yeah, he's in there in the roster. So we have that. No King's Day will be going back full on front, full flight. Everything's gonna be legit. I have one nearby where I live, like at least within miles away from where I'm at. And I have to say miles because why would I tell you where I live? But it is certainly in the public area, so that I'm not afraid of. And if anybody now, I do know I have people who follow me who live in Tampa, who live in Clearwater, and there's all sorts of people who I've met, even from Miami. And because I have gained traction across the movement along with KGBT, I've been wanting to badly make my mark with No Kings, and I did that last time and I streamed the entire thing. I had like hundreds of protesters on camera, right? And I streamed that to people. And I think it is my due diligence that I record Clearwater folks doing it, because as a matter of fact, let's be honest, some of where you guys live, people might be younger in the population. Yes, a younger audience. And unfortunately, where I live, there's a lot more chances you'll see more older Democratic folk coming into the protests rather than 18 21 year olds, right? You're not going to see that too many. You will see a few children, but those are mainly children of people in their 40s, right? And unfortunately, Clearwater, though it is a more passive and more individualized, isolated type of city, suburban city type of area, though it seems that way, most of those people unfortunately don't tell for strat anything to their kids, right? Most likely their kids have absolutely no business. They're more apolitical. They don't give a strat. I do, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to watch out for me. So for the conservatives out there, in Ana Paulina Luna, who is out there, who is representative of my district, Ana Paulina Luna, we're coming for you. You are a straight up cultist. I've looked into your history, and you are some of the most stupidest people I've seen on the internet. And the fact that she even has 100,000 followers anywhere is already too much for me, right? So we're gonna have to vote her out. And we did have the recent news of a Democratic election going on around in Mar-a-Lago's area, where Donald Trump resides, for Mar-a-Lago specifically. And he lost that seat to a Democrat. So it looks like Florida is showing signs of people being sick and tired of the conservative red flow here. And I am also tired of it. Though Florida is more of a neutral, more moderate conservative state, because it clearly is a moderate conservative state, there's some Democratic people out there, so and so, besides a bunch of white people who like the United States of America for different other reasons. Yeah, that's not happening. So join No Kings. Join the No Kings. I can tell you, it is nokings.org. You can find this right now. We also have Quit GPT. You can join Quit GPT right here. It is a free to join place. The more the merrier. If you want to work with me and make cool stuff happen, like I am already doing, like I'm already in contact with people who work at tech companies, I'm willing to basically drag out ChatGPT's operational owners and wanting to talk with them to see if they have any secrets to tell me about. And for legal reasons, I have to state that when I talk about that, I mean that for evidential and more solid facts that I can later use in future content of mine that will later be posted. So No King's Day is a thing, QuitGPT is a thing, and QuitGPT and No King's, the organizations by themselves, are going to be working together to make this happen. So it is a movement of 4 million people, 4 million people, and a movement of people which depends on the size of how the protests will look like. Now, last protest was estimated to be around 7 to 8 million people going outside to protest. For those who still don't think that's a really cool thing, 7 to 8 million people is not a small number. That is more subscribers than I have, and that is more subscribers than most large YouTubers have. So 7 to 8 million people is a lot of people. And I'm happen to be, well, on the Discord side of things, right? On the branch of the QuitGPT movement, I get to be the guy who gets to get people in, right? And I have them work together, not for me, but together to make more cool things happen. So if you're interested, come in and join. And if you're somebody who lives nearby, say hello. Let's go on stream. Let's talk about AI, technofascism, politics, whatever you want. Right? I've been always a person who said, say it, drop it out. I'm not a stupid corporate sellout who starts talking about things and softening things because I'm scared of my reputation. As a matter of fact, reputation exists to those who are soft. So for those who are like saying, I'm scared of criticizing my best friend because my best friend has some dirt on me, or maybe my best friend is so nice and I'll feel bad for destroying their life. If your friend was an imperialist retard, right? And if your friend was a conservative, and if your friend was like, I love guns, drugs, and smoking and vaping, then I don't care. I will expose them, and I will ruin their life, and I will get them arrested. Now, if you're like, I'm scared of exposing my own best friend and for being a conservative, you will get your friend exposed for being a conservative, right? And here we have a no mercy, no confidence, no leeway policy. So whatever somebody will say and it says, oh, I'm scared of exposing my friend because he's a adamant smoker or conservative racist, right? And you're scared of them, like, I don't give a crap. I will talk about them, and I don't give a crap. Right? This happened too many times on videos. For those who wonder how many times I've done this before, check the literal podcast on my channel where I've made over 100 different videos. Right? That will be 200 soon. Of me just exposing people of all sorts of different kinds. Right? And along the way, I learned so much about how people and their minds work, and you would learn all sorts of cool things. Now, with that, with the protests coming real soon, it'll be happening in the North Pinellas, Clearwater area, where I'll be stepping out and meeting all sorts of people. If I'm right, it'll be hundreds of people appearing to the protest, so I'll have them all on stream. And just as proof that I was there, and just as proof that people are legitimately interacting with me, because unfortunately most people still think that I'm not doing a difference or doing anything with my life, and I'm like, I'm not sure about that, because I've had numerous photos taken of these things happening. I had numerous photos and recordings and videos and content posted, so I will disagree with that. Now, for those who are willing or like scared of going out for No Kings does not pay people. I will disclose this, and everybody knows this. This is like a fact, right? That most politicians in the conservative field, right, they like to say these things. Say, oh, they're all paid protesters. So if I was a paid protester, where's my paycheck? And if I'm like saying, oh, I'm supporting QuitGPT, and it's this crazy cool movement started by a bunch of activists, are we paid? Are we paid to protest and support QuitGPT? No. Where's my paycheck? I don't see a paycheck. So before anybody starts saying that he's paid to do this, no, I just think the movement is so good. It's as raw and as honest as possible. Like anybody, you could go to the site and look at the amount of direct, like literal locations that people will be protesting at. It is the entire United States country, along with UK, Europe, and United Nations, right? Just basically those countries. They give a shit. Even there's even a few people in Mexico, Cuba. Like, it is an international effort. Besides Asian countries, which are probably most likely not involved, we have Hawaii as well. I mean, Hawaii, Mexico. We have some down over here, and we have some over here. There is basically North America and UK, United Nations, and EU, Europe, right? European Union. So all of those places, they're in, right? We're ready. We're ready to make a full scale size assault on techno-fascism, fascism, conservatism, Trumpism, fascism, and all these other things. And let's call it what it is called. It's Trumpism, right? It's not fascism. It's not anything that, it's not what the past is doing, right? We're in 2026. Nothing's the same. It shouldn't be treated as the same. All right? People have to accept that, right? Life is not the same. As we're not back in 2013 or the 1960s or 1970s. The internet exists, right? And it has been highly influential in lobbying, in court, in government, in lifestyle choices for every person affected by the very thing going on with the world. And as I've been tracking the progress along with the world, it is very fascinating to see all sorts of different perspectives from different types of people who have been messaging me left and right about their experiences from different countries, different sets of life, and different ages, and different ethnicities, and cultures, and languages. And I love to see people working together and doing this. By the way, I haven't even addressed flock safety, and that is a video on its own, but no kings, QuitGPT, crazy cool movements. Literally, just from QuitGPT alone, Sora was literally shut down because of 4 million people were all working together. 4 million people, and I get to be the very head of that entire movement. Besides QuitGPT themselves, I get to be some of the head, along with Aspen and Polybius. They are all structuring us together along with me and other people that they might be involved with. Same with France. I'm working with people from France, from Indonesia, from Poland, from Mexico, from Brazil, from China, from Japan, and all these places around the country. So, as much as people want to assume that I've not been doing anything productive, shut the fuck up and get in my place. This is for all of the ones who are in the comments telling me, but it's not gonna work. You're MAGA. You are making America, you're like literally part of the MAGA cult. I can't take you seriously. And the amount of newborn comments, right, I received are also the reason why I call them newborn comments. Newborn comments are people who have never watched my channel and assume everything about the channel from one video that they didn't even watch all the way. Let me remind you, there are statistics showing how long somebody watches a video. I can see how long you, on average, watch my video. Most of you don't watch all the video. And before anybody says, but your video is not entertaining, shut the fuck up. It says right here, I said this repeatedly on my channel. I want to do this before I set and head out and get myself ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a really great day for humanity as a whole. But I've told people numerous times, right? Number one, my channel is not an entertainment channel. Stop it. Number two, I proofread my channel. Number three, this channel is handled by one person. Number four, I am not paid by corporations, companies, and any businesses to say what I'm saying. Number five, it is free and it is my freedom to do research on these topics that don't matter to anybody else, that I feel should be more relevant now, because honestly, there are so many people who are so in of themselves, so stuck and isolated inside their own bubble of a world, that whenever I started putting their feelings and their life into their way, they couldn't take it. Because I have a really good damn example. I remember telling people, at some point, fascism is going to be so hard to ignore that you're not going to be able to set it aside. Because you're going to actually have to care. And guess how long it took to care for the normal average citizen to start giving a shred? Until their gas prices went up. Oh, so now you care. Well, too late, dumbass, dumbass, dumbass. That's what I told every single person who said, Viz, you must be sick in the head, you're a clown. You don't know how many times I've repeated this in videos when I said at some point it's going to be so hard to ignore that you'll start to have to care and start bitching and moaning about it, right? Well, that's what you're doing. You're bitching. And I'm happy to help you. Let's work together, because now that you're starting to care, let's make crazy good things happen, because I'm here for it. This is the project that I've been at this for 8 years. Leave a like on the video to put this video anywhere else, alright? Whatever you say about me is what you say about society. My name is Maggie. I've at this for a very long time. And stay safe. Join nokings.org. Nokings.org. In America, we have no kings, right? Mass secret police are terrorizing our communities, and illegal catastrophic war putting us in danger and driving up our costs. Attack on our freedom of speech, our civil rights, our freedom to vote, costs pushing families to the brink. Trump wants to rule over us as a tyrant, but this is America, and power belongs to people, not to the wannabe kings or their billionaire cronies. QuitGPT have taken action as part of the boycott. 4 million people. ChatGPT takes Trump's killer robots deal, right? ChatGPT takes robots killer robot deal and signed to quit. And like the other deal. Anyways, stay safe out there. Hope to see you very soon in the area where I was protesting previously before. And make sure to protest non-violently. Number 1, no violence. Number 2, stay on topic. Number 3, whenever an ICE agent or police stops you, you do not need to give them your information, alright? Number 4, play accordingly to the protest rules, right? Do not break into stores, do not do crazy things to violate people's privacy or go into unless a business says you can go in and they're giving you food or whatever to help with the protest, great. Crazy things, communal efforts, right? Communal efforts to help people stay in the protest. Remember that we're all living human beings, and what we're doing this for is to help better our world and fix and regulate the system that was failed to improve upon, right? So we're not here to hate on people of a specific kind because they seem a certain way. We're here to repair the system that allows such people to exist in the first place. And that's with all this that I say. This is the Projecttian. Hope we go far, and I hope to keep doing this with you for very long. And I got nothing else to say.